Hey, how you doing there, my dear friends? It's Dan. Great to see you. I'm live in beautiful, beautiful Oak Lawn, Illinois. You've heard of it, I'm sure. Yeah, they talk about it all the time. Sometimes God does good things for us in ways we would not expect. I like that when he does. Sometimes God shows us favor through unlikely people. Like maybe favor comes our way and we think, really? I didn't expect it through him. Or I never expected that to happen through her. See, when God works in positive ways in our lives through unlikely people, what he's sometimes doing there is, obviously, in part, he's teaching that person and he's helping that person, but he's also keeping us on our toes. He's helping to remind us that the good things, the blessings, ultimately are always coming from him, and they're not limited to only the ways we think he can provide them. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful with our ideas and our perceptions with God. We may have a tendency to think we've got things so well figured out. We've read so many books now. We always know in general how God is going to, and basically we know how God will work and through whom he will work. And what happens then is, as a result, we can close ourselves off to other possibilities. Got to be careful. Do you think you've got God completely figured out? You don't. Me either. Have you determined who God can work through and who he simply can't work through this person? Careful. Careful. See, God can use whatever he wants to use. Even if we think, well, that's not the kind of religious thing through which God is supposed to work. That doesn't matter. He can use it anyhow. God used a donkey in the Old Testament. That's not a typical religious tool. And God can use whomever he wants to use. Even if we think, hey, that's not the kind of typical person through whom God is supposed to work. That's all right. God likes to change it up a little bit. He likes to make sure we're not camped out in some place where we think we've got it all figured out all the time. See, God is never limited by you or me or our perceptions of how it's supposed to be. We don't put limits on God. And this is good. See, this is not bad, this is a good thing. And what it reminds us of is this: be open to the unexpected from God.